Hi, everyone. My name is Alexis Lacewell, and this is my self assessment, reflection, and evaluation project. So, first and foremost, who am I? I'm 21 years old, originally from Elizabethtown, North Carolina, which is in the southeastern part of the state. I'm a senior here at Appalachian State University, a major in exercise science with a pre professional concentration, and a minor in nutrition and foods, with the ultimate career goal being physical therapy. So when I first took the Big Five assessment, these are the results that I received. So I had an open mindedness of 64%, meaning I'm relatively open to new experiences, a conscientiousness score of 98%, meaning I'm very well organized and can be relied upon, a 26% in the extroversion category, meaning I tend to shy away from social situations, and 82% in agreeableness, meaning that I'm good natured, courteous, and supportive. And lastly, 29% in the negative emotions category, meaning I'm generally pretty relaxed. I agreed with these results very much, actually. I think it really encompassed who I portray myself to be. So I asked my roommate, who I've been living with for 2 years now, what she thought of the results, and she thought that they were spot on. So not only did I agree with them, but my roommate did. And then I mentioned it to a couple of friends, and they described me as the mama bear of the friend group. So I think that definitely attests to the conscientiousness piece and the agreeableness piece, because I'm very supportive and very organized, and I try to be there for my friends whenever I can, which ends up being mom like in some situations. The key life experiences that I've had that sort of encompass those big five personality traits, but also sort of led me to learning to develop a leadership style of my own, are being a hostess and cashier at Giorgio's Restaurant and Pizza, working for the box office for arts and cultural programs at either the Schaefer Center or Valborg Theater, being the co-leader for the physical therapy special interest group, being a peer advisor for freshmen and sophomores in the health professions advising office, and being on the impact team in the ACT office for 3 years. And each of these experiences has their own unique set of responsibilities and some aspect of leadership. And that can range from helping train new employees to serving as a support and role model to programming or even education awareness of health related issues or social justice issues. And I think something that sort of has stayed consistent throughout all of these are communication and relationship building for sure, which leads me to the leadership style that I've developed over the years. I think leadership is something that you constantly develop, and it's constantly evolving as you evolve and grow as a person. And so it can very much be dependent on the setting and the situation that you're in, which aspects of your leadership style are highlighted more readily. So, but these are just a few things that I've come up with over my time, especially at Appalachian. I think I knew some of these things in high school, but I don't think they really stood out to me until I really came to college and had to went through leadership seminars and had time to develop a personal leadership statement and things like that. So yes, and then while there are some things I do pretty well, there are a few things I don't do very well. I don't handle conflict and confrontation very well. I'm not the most assertive person, and I also have a hard time balancing work, school, personal life, and also even building relationships while still accomplishing work. I think in the short term, I really have to sort of address a lot of these things with the time that I have left here at Appalachian. The rest of this semester, all of next semester, really, like, if there's a conflict or confrontation, handling right then, not putting it off, being aware of when I need to step up and actually contribute and not just lean back and listen like that introverted side of me tends to do, and to be confident in the knowledge that I do have and not be afraid to share that with other people. And for balancing, really practicing self care, which is really easy in theory, not so easy in practice. So, in the long term, I think a lot of it will be constantly assessing my position in these three categories that I probably struggle with the most, so that I can make sure that I'm addressing my needs and personal growth, but also making sure that my growth in these areas also contributes to other people's needs. Because if I'm not doing what I need to do in these areas, then I could be preventing someone else from or not meeting someone else's needs at the same time. So being aware of not just my needs, but other people's needs. And lastly, this class, I think, has given me a great understanding of the fact that organization and leadership are multifaceted concepts in the context of food systems, because the amount of knowledge that we've gained in this course has been extensive, but it's much deeper than what I had originally anticipated. And I really like that it was applicable to not just food systems, but several other areas of my life and other fields and other disciplines. And lastly, helpful activities. The Big Five personality assessment was really awesome. I learned about it in a psychology course, but never got to take the assessment. So it was really cool to see where I fell in the categories. Identifying familiar leaders was a lot of fun, because I didn't realize just how many leaders, successful leaders at that I was surrounded by. And then lastly, I really enjoyed interacting with students from different disciplines and majors, because I think it's really important to be surrounded by a variety of perspectives so that you can gain and grow as much as possible. And that is it.